cervical cancer is almost 100% preventable. But the HPV virus that causes cervical cancer is transmitted through skin-to-skin sexual contact.
Condoms do not eliminate the risk of getting HPV.
The surest way to prevent cervical cancer or any other HPV-related cancers is to vaccinate our girls and boys starting at the age of 9. And ladies, get your regular PAP starting at the age of 21.
Uninsured, call Equal Hope now for a free PAP screening or visit equalhope.org.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Equal Hope Podcast. I'm Dana Devine, I'm your host, and today we're talking about health disparities in breast cancer survivorship. And I'd like to also introduce you to our Equal Hope family and find out about the services that we offer here in the Chicagoland area. And let me just run it down to you real quickly. If you need a free mammogram, a free cervical screening, or a primary care appointment for free, then we are the number to call. Give us a call, 312-942-3368, and we will be able to support you. We have a Latina navigation team ready to support you, so we've eliminated all of the excuses. Don't deny, verify. I have some very special guests I'd like to introduce you to. Leilani Lexon, she is our social media strategist. Hey, Leilani.
Hi, thanks for joining us,
How are you?
everyone.
Yes, thank you for joining us to everyone. Leilani, quickly, could you tell us a little bit about what you do for Equal Hope?
Sure. So basically, I manage the social media for Equal Hope. I also write scripts for our monthly CAN TV show. We have an episode going on tomorrow. It's every fourth Tuesday of the month. And also script writing for our newly launched podcast.
All right. So she stays very busy, ladies and gentlemen. And she's there always. She's such an asset to what we do here at Equal Hope. So thank you, Leilani, for joining us. I'd also like to introduce you to Donalynne Schaffer. She is the legs on at our organization, and she really gets things done. Thanks, Donalynne.
Hi, everybody. It's my first podcast.
Oh, well, good. I'm so glad you were able to join us in podcast land. Tell us about your what you do for Equal Hope.
So I am the senior community outreach specialist for Equal Hope, which basically means is that I am boots to the ground in the communities. I am out there seeking, looking, trying to find all of our uninsured sisters, including our brothers at this point, because of our medical home project. You know, basically, we can get anybody a free mammogram, a free PAP, and medical home placement. So I am a part of the community health team, and we are out in all the communities, 77 communities of Chicago, including the suburbs. And we are looking for all uninsured community members so that we can provide these free services to everybody in the community. It's always very exciting.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And she does a great work, and some of you may have seen her out in the community because she is that girl. Donalynne, as far as services, how do you hear the buzzword quality or high quality mammograms, and I know that's something that Equal Hope offers. Can you explain a high quality mammogram and why that's so very important for our listening audience to understand?
Well, that's kind of twofold. We talk about quality. When it comes to, first of all, you want to make sure that all of your equipment is well maintained, that it's getting regular maintenance. But we also want to talk about the quality of the mammography technician. You know, have they had training? Have they reached benchmarks to say that they are actually taking quality pictures, because that matters. And then also the radiologist, the reading radiologist, you have to make sure that they're qualified as well, because, you know, a woman could go every year and get her mammogram. But for an example, let's just say she has dense breast tissue, and the mam tech nor the radiologist recognize that. They're doing her a disservice, because with dense breast tissue, a regular screening mammogram will not find a cancer. So when we talk about quality, we want to make sure that it's overall, that we're looking at the big picture, that our machines are well maintained, that our ma'am techs are trained, periodically updated on new equipment, new techniques, as well as our radiologists. We want to make sure that they maintain, their training, that they're looking at the bigger picture when it comes to the women in our community, because cancers
Okay.
can be missed.
You know, and I think that's very important. And I know that the hospitals that we send our patients to all have high quality mammography machines. That's correct, right?
That is correct. And so we moved from let's just go back to 2009 when everybody started getting the digital mammography machines. Everybody was very happy about digital. And then so now we're into 3D. So that's what I mean by keeping up to date with your training, because we went from analog mammograms to digital mammograms, and now we're into 3D mammograms. So we want to make sure that all parties involved have maintained and kept up with the updated training that goes along with the new technology.
So very important. So I know that we're a full service organization, but tell us what type of assistance that you can offer our clients or those who call, as far as services that we offer at Equal Hope.
Yes, so in addition to being out in the community and educating our community on the importance of early detection, because early detection is key when it comes to saving your life against breast cancer. The most unique thing about Equal Hope, the one thing that I just love about our organization, is that we have patient navigators. And I'm going to tell you, patient navigators are those who advocate on behalf of our clients. They pick up films. They go to appointments with you if you want them to. They schedule appointments. They reschedule appointments. They schedule rides. Whatever you need to overcome a barrier, our navigation team is going to make sure that it happens for you. So, in addition to the free mammograms, free PAPs, getting you a medical home that you can call your own, our patient navigators take care of you from, I'm going to say, from C to Z, because the community outreach, we do A to C. And then our navigators take over and they take you all the way to the end. And there's nothing that you can't call and ask of your navigator. If we don't know the answer, if we don't have the actual resources, we will find those resources for you. So that's what makes Equal Hope the better. I don't know.
Such an amazing organization waiting to
Okay,
serve
thank
you
you
right
for the
now.
words, because I was lacking in my words. It does make us
No problem. Give us
unique.
a call right now, 312-942-3368. And I
I'm
always
sitting
say
at the
sometimes
phone.
maybe, yeah, well, maybe this information isn't for you right now. Maybe this is information for somebody you love. So just write
Absolutely.
the number down, because
Absolutely.
you just never know. This is that type of number to have in your phone just in case. I'd like to introduce you to yet a third guest. She's Dr. Stephanie Brown. She is a breast cancer survivor, and she's with us. And she is incognito today, ladies and gentlemen, because she is currently going through treatment, and this isn't one of her better days. Hey, Dr. Brown, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so thankful and grateful that you had time today, because that this is what we're talking about, breast cancer survivorship, and
Yes,
sometimes the
ma'am.
road is rocky. So let's jump right in. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Stephanie Brown.
Okay. So I am a 55-year-old that started getting mammograms at age 40 because I lost my mother in 2003 at the age of 49. So they was telling my sister and I that we should start getting our mammograms at 40. So I did that. And my mammograms were always read as normal with dents and with calcifications. Now, if your medical provider is not kept up to date on what the nuances are on mammogram, they will miss it, which they did for 12 years. I found a lump putting lotion on my right breast. That's how I was like, oh God, here we go. It's the same side my mom had hers. My mom transitioned, and I was like, here we go. So I took a couple of days to make my appointment because I just didn't want to deal with it really. And so I finally was diagnosed after all the modalities to figure out the stage. Came back at stage 4 at diagnosis. No early nothing because my breasts are dense. And so now the FDA has started since last year that they have to report the density of the breast, categories A through D. A is more fatty tissue, D is more dense tissue, to the point where when you're looking at a young woman, whether they have small breasts or large breasts, can be dense. It's not based on the weight of the breast, but they can tell you if it's category D, that means they can't see anything. You could have a tumor, but it's like identifying a single particular snowflake in the middle of a snowstorm. So they can't see anything. So when I got my first appointment with my oncologist, she did a physical exam and thought it was like 3.5 centimeters. Then I got the breast MRI and it was read as 15.7 by 7 by 7, which is a lot bigger than 3.5. So here we
Let me
are.
let me interrupt you there. What
Yeah,
was the amount of time you said you started the mammograms at 40? Did you say that?
yeah, yeah. I
And
started
at
at 40 and I was diagnosed 12 years later. Well, my mammogram was always read as normal with dense. So 12 years. So,
okay, hmm.
mhm,
So Stephanie, Dr. Brown, what in your opinion,
yeah.
what do you think was the biggest challenge then that you were facing in those 12 years?
You know what? I didn't really
Disparity?
feel it's definitely disparity because if your medical team is not caught caught up with continuing medical education, learning about the nuances of the screening mammography, what does it mean when it says dense? I don't know it because I'm not a radiologist. So why would I know it? I'm going by the strength of what y'all reporting to me. So the disparity is I need the doctors, regardless of race, gender, or whatever, they need to really stay up on their continuing medical education so they'll know what to look out for. My unfortunately, my healthcare provider, well, actually nurse practitioner, because my healthcare provider, she was a nut. Uh, she didn't keep up on that, so she said if it was read normal, then she just checked it off as normal. But you have to pay attention to the other keyword, dense. That's the key word. But she
And
wasn't
did you have
focusing on that.
before so you found the lump yourself,
I did.
had you not had any symptoms?
No, no symptoms, no discharge, no nothing. Nothing.
Mm. So, I'm understanding that insurance has been a problem in your situation. Did I hear that correctly?
It hasn't been.
It has
Uh,
not been.
it has not been. It has not
Okay.
been. It covered the mammography. Some of the medications I had to end up paying, a little bit on because it doesn't cover all of it. So that's the
Mhm,
only thing at this time because I have Blue Cross Blue Shield, Illinois.
mhm,
I don't have Medicaid. I don't have any other because mine through my employer. So you know,
mhm,
PPO. so I can go anywhere as opposed to being stuck at one location.
Mhm.
So so that's how it's working right now, and I'm working in the process of trying to do FMLA 12 weeks because I'm having a hard time ambulating.
Mhm. Donalynne, you it looked like you were going to say something.
Of course I was. So, I mean, I guess my question, I actually had two questions. One, what stage was you diagnosed in? What
Stage
stage?
4.
Stage four.
Yep.
Um, and then the other question I would ask you is the financial situation as far as getting the follow-ups, the diagnostics that you need. I would just
Mhm.
put out there to you that we should talk offline because one of the programs we have here at EQUOPE is called the Illinois Breast and Cervical Cancer Program.
Right.
Uh, that is the IBCCP program. Dr. Stephanie, you may qualify because that program does help when there's a high deductible or a spin down. So if you
Okay.
have to come out of pocket, Equal
Mhm.
Hope, even with your insurance, could help you with that
Okay.
because and so again, we can talk offline so I can see like
Yeah.
what category that you fall in if you qualify. Because
Okay.
again, the IVCCP program does cover high deductibles and spin downs.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mm.
Okay.
let's talk offline.
Yes, ma'am.
Love great information and sharing it. And
Yes.
Donalynne, like I said, Donalynne has been she's the legs for Equal Hope. And Donalynne, you've been there for almost 13 years. I'm sure you have some stories by now. Can you tell us any memorable one that stands out where our services at Equal Hope really made a significant difference in a person's life?
Well, let's start with me. So, I've actually been around Equal Hope since the beginning because I was a grantee before I was an employee. And
Mhm.
so part of one of the conditions of me having this job is what? I had to get a mammogram. And so I bring this up because prior to me coming aboard or getting involved in this whole breast cancer world, I didn't even know that Black women got breast cancer. I promise you, I was 45 years old and I had no clue that Black women got breast cancer. Now, ask me why. Well, because everything I've ever seen in my lifetime associated with breast cancer was white women. And so there was no
Mhm.
association for me with Black women. And so upon finding out how the mortality rate for Black women on the south and west sides of Chicago, I developed a real passion for this job. My degree is in electronics, and I have been running around Chicago since 2009, just sharing the information that not only do Black women get breast cancer, they die from breast cancer. And here's the thing that Black women die from breast cancer more than white women, but we are not diagnosed more than white women. To learn that there's a program in the state, in the city, in the county that Black women could utilize to get their screening so we don't have to die. It made a huge impact on me. Just to be outside, and I don't mean to make this all about me, but that's where my passion came from. Just knowing that not only was I wrong about Black women not getting breast cancer, I was completely wrong about the fact that Black women were dying from breast cancer in the city of Chicago at an alarming rate and dying needlessly. And I tell you guys something else. When we lose the matriarchs of our family, most of the time our families break apart because we don't have that person, that center of our being to be there to make sure that we remain a cohesive family. When you lose the matriarch of your family, you basically lose your family. And so when I go around this city, in all of the 77 communities, but especially on the south and west sides of the city, the heart of the city, and see all of the empty houses, the abandoned buildings, knowing that there was a family that lived there before. What happened to their family? Early on, when I started doing this, I'll never forget. I was in West Inglewood, in the 5000 block of Carpenter, And on that block, on both sides of the street, was 3 living houses. Every other house on those block on that block was abandoned. And I have to tell you, it had a profound effect on me, because I tell you, Equal Hope wants to have healthy communities. And how do we have healthy communities? We start with healthy community members, and that's where my passion lies. I'm sorry I made it all about me, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
Listen, well, if I asked you the question, what motivates you to go to work, you have definitely answered that for us. You are passionate about what you do, and it shows, and we appreciate that. I mean, it's very important. That level of passion makes a difference when you are, saving lives. So we appreciate you for that,
I'll tell
Donalynne.
you one thing else, and I'm gonna be quiet after this, so y'all can say more. But we've had new leadership at Equal Hope for the last couple of years, and we have blossomed under that new leadership, and just more excited about uh, the expansion of programs that we have. And Dr. Paris Thomas is our chief executive officer, and over the last couple of years, she has just really just, oh God, we've just exploded. And so, again, she motivates me to want to do more in our community. So I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, and listen, and if you want to do more in the community, I encourage you to support and donate to Equal Hope. All you need to do is visit equalhope.org/donate. And there's no money, there's no amount that's too small or too great. Do whatever's on your heart, and you can do it any time of the day, any time of the night. We are waiting for you 24/7, and you'd be surprised. All of our donations go directly to funding mammogram, cervical screenings, and primary care appointments. So thank you very much for your support in advance. Dr. Brown, before we get out of here, I'm so glad that we have some information that might be very critical for you and crucial. And I think that's great. And that's what this is all about. But
Yes, ma'am.
before we leave, what would you say to somebody? What message would you share to another patient who might be in a similar situation as yours?
What message I would share would be, it's all about attitude. If you feel that you can make it, you will make it. The moment you get scared, take a few minutes to cry and climb back up on the horse. Because the word says, communities perish for lack of knowledge. So now that you have the knowledge, move on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would encourage people to also check out mydensitymatters.org. That's how I was connected with a good group of ladies that talked about stages of breast cancer, how to talk about density, because it's still a new buzzword. So if you go to mydensitymatters.org and check out the site and say that I referred you to the site, that would be awesome, because I was a community health worker for them for a hot second. But I know people that know people that know people. So let's get it up. Let's go.
All right. So listen, Dr. Stephanie Brown, thank you for showing up for us today. And
I appreciate
I
you.
really believe your testimony sometimes is the most important thing you can ever share.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
that somebody heard you and is motivated and inspired by you today. Donalynne Schaffer, thank you for stopping by and always, encouraging us with good information. And if anybody needs a mammogram, what should they do? Can they call you directly?
They
Can you
can
help them?
call me directly at Equal Hope. My number is 312-942-1899. Also, as far as supporting Equal Hope, you can always volunteer and come out and hang out with me in the community, so you can see for yourself exactly what's going on in our community. You ain't got to read about it on Twitter, on the news, or whatever. You can see for yourself. Our communities are great communities, and we are out here to serve the people of our communities. So yeah, give me a call. Come out with me. Sign up for a mammogram, cervical cancer screening, even a medical home. We got it all for you. Oh, can I
And
just say this? We also have
of
the art
course.
study. We also have the art study. Let's not forget about the art study, because Equal Hope is worried about your physical as well as your mental well-being. So give us a call. We got it all. Oh, that rhymed.
Give us a call. We got it all. And Leilani, tell us our social media handles so everybody will know.
Sure, you can find us on social media. We have a Facebook, Threads, Instagram, and TikTok accounts. You can find us at equalhope_IL.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you. So listen, thank you for taking time out and joining us today. I hope you got some pertinent information. Remember, donate if you can, make a difference where you can. equalhope.org/donate. We'd be glad to see you. Other than that, meet us back here again next month. We'll be back with more great information and guests. Until then, may the rest of this day be the best of this day. Thank you to all our guests, Leilani Laxon, Donalynne Schaffer, Dr. Stephanie Brown, and of course to you for your time. And remember, early detection saves lives.
Good news. Cervical cancer is almost 100% preventable. But the HPV virus that causes cervical cancer is transmitted through skin-to-skin sexual contact.
Condoms do not eliminate the risk of getting HPV.
The surest way to prevent cervical cancer or any other HPV-related cancers is to vaccinate our girls and boys starting at the age of 9. And ladies, get your regular PAP starting at the age of 21.
Uninsured? Call Equal Hope now for a free PAP screening or visit equalhope.org.